Hi, it's Lee Brandon here, injury rehab specialist. Now imagine what it would be like waking up every day, your lower back felt great, and you could do whatever you wanted to do without any limitations or restrictions. Well, in the previous video, you might remember one of the things I say it's really important to do is to find out what caused the injury. Well, it might interest you to know around 85% of all injuries, all orthopedic injuries, actually have no known cause. So, you know, people often don't come to me and say, well, I hurt my back and I did it in a car crash, or I did it playing rugby, or I did it on my honeymoon, you know, whatever. There wasn't an actual event that caused the injury. They might say, well, I woke up in the morning and my back felt stiff, or I picked up the kettle to put water on it and my back blew out. So if there's no known cause, well, then how do we find out what's caused it? Well, actually, it might not be obvious, but you can actually find out what the cause is. Now, quite often, most of these idiopathic injuries or no known cause injuries, the actual way that they become injured is very simple. And what happens is, over time, tissues in the body, whether it be a disc or whether it be a facet joint, sacroiliac joint, etc., they receive tiny amounts of trauma or micro trauma over time on a consistent basis. So something as simple as sitting down for a long period of time can actually cause a lumbar disc to become herniated, as an example. So sitting puts a lot of pressure through the disc, sat in a very flexed position pushes the nucleus backwards, and over time that could potentially damage a disc. Now, sitting down once is never going to damage a disc. It's a pretty strong structure. But if you're sitting down for 12, 16 hours a day, that's a lot of compression going through the disc, and over time that could potentially cause an injury. Add in things like flexion, so flexing forward and rotating, that again puts even more stress through a disc. So if you're doing anything where you're constantly flexing forwards or rotating or doing both at the same time, then again that could potentially traumatize a disc in the spine, let's say. Now, obviously, we're always creating trauma to the body, but what hopefully should happen is that our body is able to recover and repair that tissue rather than it being consistently further and further more traumatized. So what we're really looking at is the rate of tissue destruction versus the rate of tissue healing in the body. If we can heal quicker than we're traumatizing the structures, then they actually grow back bigger and stronger. Now, the problem most of us have today is that we don't look after our bodies well enough to heal. So looking at things like your diet, your levels of hydration, how much sleep and rest are you getting, they're really important things to help you heal, to recover from the trauma. Another thing we can also do is make sure that we optimize posture and also strength of the body done in the right way to minimize the actual trauma that's going on in the body. So what I'm going to do in future videos, I'm going to look into more detail as to how you can improve posture, how you can improve strength. So I'll be showing you some stretches and mobilizations you can do, whether it's a disc injury or a different type of injury. I'll be going through all the different types of injuries and how you can help. And also, I'm going to be looking at how you strengthen the body. And it's done in very specific ways, again, depending on the type of injury. And I'm going to be covering all the lower back injuries. So make sure you're subscribed to the BodyCheck YouTube channel. Make sure you've liked the BodyCheck Facebook page, and I look forward to bringing you all those goodies in a future video. Bye for now.